Hello, and welcome to the third part of our nice Automation Studio football training tutorial. We're going to be doing the part where you run the macros this time. So, for starters, we need to get an entirely new workflow. So, let's click the plus button here to create a new workflow. And now, we're going to have the bot take care of all of the macros that we just did. So, there's going to be 4 steps to this, so let's get them placed on here. And we'll name them all after we run them through. So it's just going to be a quick 4 steps and we're all done. So for starters, we're going to want to name this one clean data. And this one will be the conditional formatting. This one will be the graphs, and this one will be moving charts. Now, let's get into it. So for starters, what we're going to do here is we're going to want to go into the built-in services, Microsoft Office, Excel, with Excel, because we want to run a macro in a specified Excel. So we need the full path to our Excel file, which if you remember, we already have right here. So you copy that in. This macro is going to be clean data. So that's the one we're going to type in. We're going to have visible as true. And the parameters here is just empty list of text. We don't need any special parameters. And now we're going to repeat this in each of these ones. So we need to run the macro in our Excel path. This next one is going to be conditional formatting, which we named CF. Visible to true, parameters, empty list. Graphs, same thing, run a macro. We have our Excel path. The macro name was graphs, visible to true. And the final one, same thing, Excel path. Macro name was moving underscore charts, true, and here. Now, if you want to make sure you're using the right files, what you can do is you can go back into your football training bot that you made previously. If you open it up and you want to look at your macros, go to the developer, click on macros, and it'll show you the names right over here of the ones that you have. So you just need to make sure that these all line up with the ones that you're putting in. Now, all we're going to do is we're going to put a timer in between each of these steps just to make sure that it works. So we can do that super quickly by adding a complex variable. We go under general, we click timer. Next, we'll call it timer, and we'll add about a 5-second interval here. And now we finish. And now in between each one of these, what we want to do is we want to take the elapsed time and we want to put it right here. So now there will be a nice break in between each of them. And it's done. Now we save and we're done with this step. Now we only have the one final thing to do, which is to run our automation and see if it works. So in this case, what I've already done is I went back and I cleared all of the Excel data I had originally in our football training bot. That way we can make sure it does everything we did previously with the macros. So let's click Start Project. We click Run Workflow. Now as you can see, Microsoft Edge pops up. It's going through. Took care of everything and now it closed the tab. Now that it has all the data here, we click Run Workflow. And now once it goes through all the timers and does all of these steps, we'll go into our look at our Excel worksheet and make sure that everything worked. Now that our worksheet's finished, let's open up our bot. So here's our Excel sheet. And as you can see, everything is moved. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this football training tutorial.